Yeah.
Let's get Andy back.
Some,
All right. All right, and we're on, we'll go? All right, we're gonna get started. If we can stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Before we get started, Andy is joining us remotely. If I could get a motion for him to participate remotely.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Everyone's aye. Okay, Andy, you're good to go. In terms of payroll, looks like we had a single payroll check to Joseph Bird for $38.21. And I don't know if you guys want to do this.
Ready? Jason Gagnon, 143.14, Andrew Gray, 674.93, Chip Kaiser, 839.02, Kay Blazer Gahern, 1,209.11, Jeff Collins is 1,289.49, Wayne Robinson, 1,066.60, Katie Coppola is 218.28, Shaylee Gerken is 27.87, Mary Lyons Hall is 171.18, Janice Weirs is 845.71, Kiki Donis Wall 733.74, Marley Beltry is 87.73, Joyce Kegel is 590.62, Jillian Benedicts is 640.52, Karen Clemens 1,286.89, Heather Haggett is 312.84, Tamara Peak is 804.91, Daphne Wass is 853.72, Joseph Bird is $1,115.15. John Bryan is 1,027.87. Keith Culligan is 271.99. Alyssa Sanuski is 397.22. Alexander Hall is 459.89. Julie Labonte is 315.20. Timothy Labonte is 277.05. Gary Levine is 254.89. Jeremy Potter is 265.62. Nathan Richards 958.70. Katrina Tennant is 711.01, Jack Tremblay is 718.23, Trevor Whitby is 745.89, Kendra Brackett is 583.65, Justin Doty is 1,076.55, Robert Gagnon is 896.14, Matt Kelly is 1,135.28, Robert McCon is 198.89, James Saltzman is 920.06, Christopher Spitaleri is 944.09, John Ventura is 1,504.21, Jeremy Worcester is 516.52. Jared Wright Ward is 972.60.
Sean, did you sign my time card?
No.
In this, in that stack?
In this? Halfway through. Right after Jillian and just before Heather.
Let's do before that, because then I saw TV. It's before fire.
No, somewhere. All right, while you're doing that, overtime wise, we had 22.5 hours of overtime in PD, 19.5 in FD, and 38 in highway. We had an ACH payment to Swayze of $181,000 and to the co-op of $585,237.
Just me?
Did you find it?
Yeah,
You good?
just one of the board members needs to sign it anywhere on it. And it makes it legit. This, pass along.
want me to read this?
So
No,
where
I'm
were
gonna
the-
read these.
where were the
And I'm gonna
checks?
check these.
And you can either check off of there or check off of there.
Oh, I got it.
What was this one that we just passed on?
There's
That's the
payroll.
payroll that we just did.
Oh.
List, look at list.
See what happens, Andy, when you don't show up? Throws everything off.
Ben's Uniforms, 333 even, Comcast, 183.80, E&J Auto Parts is 122 even, Eversource is 854.39, Extra
Yeah, hold up,
Hospital.
hold up.
Sorry.
Auto parts of 122.
Auto Parts was 122 even, yeah.
Alright, and then Eversource, I'm good.
Okay, and then Exeter Hospital is 294.17. Hartman Oil is 4,873.68. Impact Fire Services is 153.11. Leaf is 137. Liberty International Trucks is 535.02. Medical Business Services is 1,067.92. James Michaud Consulting is 2,500 even. Monarch Electrical Services 2,702 even. Morton Salts 10,161 cents. Municipal Management Association $110 even. Heather Worski is $1,107.45. Pike Industries is $208.64. Revision Solar is $3,252.70. Rockingham County Registry is $25.20. State of New Hampshire Department of Transportation is $2,577.24. UniFirst Corporation $63.40. Valak is $261.45. Verizon Wireless is $111.06. WM Corporate Services, $4,699.69. WB Mason is $101.19.
For a total of $36,374.72. What is Heather Aworski? What is that?
She's the PD prosecutor.
Thank you.
I've seen that, I was stressed, by the way. You read off my name every week, I never see a check.
But the other Jim,
the other guy
thanks
does.
you.
At first I was like, what do you mean? I was like, oh yeah, right.
It's free consultancy.
For tonight's consent agenda, it includes the public minutes of 124, the rec manifest, and building permits.
And there's also two treasurer's reports, one for this week and one for last.
Oh, actually, I didn't sign that yet.
Give it back.
I'll take a motion to
Motion.
pass the consent agenda.
I will second it, though I'm not through it yet.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'm an aye. Actually, we have to do roll call because Andy's not here. Andy, do you want to vote on consent agenda?
Thank you.
Okay. Bob?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Russ?
Aye.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you.
Karen, do we have any prepared documents?
We do not.
Susan, was I good?
I think you're good if you got your rec manifest?
Yes.
Yep.
Thank
You
you.
are good to
You're
go.
welcome.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah.
You got all your paper clips?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, wonderful.
See you tomorrow, I guess.
of course.
Yeah.
Crazy.
In terms of mail notes, reminders, just a reminder that there is the Police Department Awards Dinner on February 3rd at 5 PM. I believe that's at the rec,
Yes.
right? Okay. And looks like that was the only note that we had here. Any other mail issues that you had?
Nope.
Okay.
I had a question on the mail.
Yep.
Could I bother you for that, sure, sorry. On the audit report that we got back, is it standard language on the significant risks identified? There were the 3: management override of controls, improper revenue recognition, and impact of COVID-19 pandemic.
Those are the only ones that they have listed as significant, so we don't have any of those risks.
So that was
That was
like
standard.
universal that they were
Yes.
looking out for.
The only concern that they had was the timing of the bank reconciliations, so we've had been conducting them sort of on a batch level, so when we do the deposits, it's a batch instead of a daily deposit, so we've broken those down to make the reconciliation process easier, and then the transfers and the general.
So just
On
for
their recommendation.
Yes.
and what I said 3 different things, and it does say, requesting clarity from, because she's seen these so many times, but it says these risks are identified universally in New Hampshire governmental entity audits performed by our firm. And I was just clarifying that those 3 things were not present in Brentwood, so thank you to the town's team for continuing to keep us on track.
We try.
They do a good job. All right, next on our list is warrant articles.
I
We
have
have
no
no new
new
ones?
warrant articles, and all of the warrant articles at the budget committee passed.
Awesome, on the 30th, Okay.
Narrowly, but yes.
okay. And citizens, if they're gonna bring anything forward, have until probably next week, right?
2/7 at 4 PM.
2/7, 4 PM. Anybody out there who's making one? That's your deadline. Okay. Encumbered fund requests?
We have no further encumbered fund requests, and the 2022 budget, all expenses have been expended out of that budget.
Closed out?
Yep.
Okay. All right, Becky Dunham, we have you next. Come on up.
Thank you. This is our annual request to hold a bake sale on Election Day. We've done it at the rec center. The last time the election was at Swayze School, it was during COVID, so we could not do a bake sale. We would like to do one again this year. I feel the room is probably going to be set up in the same way. We would be near the exit in the back. People come in the doors from the hallway, move through the election process, then exit through the back and go around. So I'm assuming that may be the same setup this year. People donate their baked goods. We welcome any donations. We'll staff the table all day. We can arrive early. I think last year at a bake sale, we went when Daphne and another person set up the room so we could get all that work out of the way before election. I do not know when they're going to set up the gym. That I will talk to Daphne about. I think she's in charge of that. So I'm asking approval for the Historical Society to hold them at the bake sale.
Make a motion.
Your second?
Second.
I'm curious, this past election, the stuff was flying off the tables. Do you have a
Yes.
ballpark of how much you raised?
I think we raised about $700 and we ran out of things at about 1 o'clock
I
in the
noticed,
afternoon.
yeah.
So this year we would like to do a little bit better. Usually when there's anything left over at the end of the day, it's split between fire department and police department. We had absolutely nothing to share with them this time.
Yeah?
Would it be appropriate to ask who's doing the communications committee posts at the town on Facebook?
Karen
Facebook.
and Daphne mostly.
Would it be appropriate to
Put
put
a
a
reach out?
request out? Or is that something you're not comfortable
Karen
with?
Ellis and Laura Hajar do our Facebook page and do Brentwood Chats and Brentwood Talks. The membership of the Historical Society all received an email last week notifying them and asking for contributions. So there'll be something in the newsletter as well. So I think we're getting the message out. But if you would like to bake, John, we're happy to take.
Make a
things that go-
mean peanut butter chocolate brownie.
There you go.
Oh,
Peanut
I
butter
have
chocolate
one.
brownies. Okay, I've
All right.
got you down.
All right, it sounds like good support. We have a motion and a second. We'll go around roll call. Andy? Bob?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Russ?
Aye.
And I'm an aye, so you are good to go.
Thank you very
Hopefully raise
much.
some good money again.
I hope so too. Thank you
Wonderful.
very much.
Thank you. We have Daphne on here,
Want me to go get her?
or is that, we talked about that
Um,
last week. Are we talking about it again?
She didn't want to discuss that, but she did
Da-
have election items she
Yeah,
wanted to.
so Daphne and I did talk about
Oh,
the
so we're,
dog license stuff
okay.
today. We had a little sidebar.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna continue to have that conversation and we'll update the board as
Perfect.
appropriate.
Oh, but she's got another item.
She has
Okay.
a customer right now.
Oh, okay. So we'll skip her maybe. Wayne? Come on down. You're up. What do you got for us tonight?
I wanted to find out about the radios for the trucks, the two trucks. I don't know when the meeting was, but I came in, I didn't have a price or nothing when I came in here to ask about it. And I was asking for 2 mobile radios for the 2 new trucks and 3 portables. And they come to, I got this from Two-Way, actually from Two-Way, it's, where is it?
And Wayne,
The-
did we decide that the hand-me-downs from FD would probably not be sustainable?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because I know that was a discussion
we
we had a
mentioned
couple
it.
weeks ago.
we mentioned it, but since then, well, it came from, the whole price came to $11,454.98. But, I can do without the portables if I have to. And what I was trying to do, if I could get the 2 radios for the trucks, which the total price for the radios was $5,498.20. And it's gonna cost, $1,147.50 to put the radios in the trucks. So the total was $6,645.70. I didn't know if we could come up with the money for that, to do that for,
Could you say the number again, I'm sorry?
what's that?
Could you say that number again?
It's
664,570?
yeah, it's $5,498.20 just for the radios, the 2 radios. And to put them in, it's, $1,147.50. And the total price for both, I figured it up, is $6,645.70.
There's
I can give,
currently $70,171.34 in the capital reserve fund for highway vehicles and related
Highway
equipment.
vehicles, okay,
Since the radios weren't installed when the vehicles were purchased,
right.
We could use it out of there.
use it out of there.
Okay. So the mobiles is another, what, 5-ish thousand?
Yeah.
A little bit less.
yeah,
Do you currently have mobiles? They're just, you're
I
having.
don't have portables.
You don't, okay.
No, we don't have any portables.
So that would be a new. I mean, we
And
have
then
funds.
how, are these gonna cover us for the foreseeable future? Are we, do you think, or?
The radios in the trucks?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right now, when we're in the small trucks, we don't even know, we can't talk to each other. The one reason why I wanted, the storm that we had, we were working out of those trucks, and we couldn't talk to each other.
Christmas.
We were going with our cell phones, but cell phones don't work during a storm.
Yeah.
So,
I
we
mean,
were
it's
having
super
a,
important.
It seems like
We're
a
having-
safety issue for you guys to be able to talk in the small trucks.
yeah.
And
I
we
mean,
have 70,000 in the fund.
But I'm thinking also maybe even with portables, because they drive that bucket truck, and I know there's no radio in that bucket truck, so you're gonna need a portable.
And my other thought, the reason I asked the question about the future is because are we gonna grow, are we gonna have a bigger team, different trucks? Like, the portables seem like kind of a no-brainer.
Because I can throw them in
You
a
can
car.
move them around. Yeah. I'd be inclined to move forward with the whole thing. I mean, I don't like the idea of your guys out there not being able to talk to each other during an emergency situation. I don't think that's safe.
I'm gonna make
for
a
you guys.
motion for the expenditure of $11,454.98 out of the capital reserve fund.
What was the reasoning that the hand-me-downs didn't work? Did I miss that conversation?
The two radios that we took out of the old trucks you talked about, we never
No, I
had.
was talking about the
portables.
fire department.
Oh, I
When
remember.
last time you were here, and Chief was here, we talked about,
Well,
the
Joe-
highway department using those. I just didn't know if I
Yeah.
missed that piece.
I
Joe,
know he said that they were end of life, not
Yeah,
repairable,
they
you
got
can't
some
get
age on them.
batteries.
Yeah, all our radios got age on them, you know.
So
It
I
just-
think it was just considered an unsafe way to bridge
Yeah.
it.
I mean, Joel has a hard time, I know he has I talked to him today, he has a hard time, the portables that he has, the batteries, they don't make the batteries no
Yeah.
more. So therefore,
Portables wouldn't work for you guys on those.
yeah,
And this should cover you guys for a while because you can move the portables to your different trucks.
yeah.
Okay.
there's a racket.
Oh, yeah, I mean, they're really
The radio
expensive.
thing is a racket.
Yeah.
I-
So, I had a motion, do we have a second?
Are you good with it?
Yep, I'll second it.
Okay, Andy?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Russ?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. So that passes, so you're 11,400 all set for your 5 radios and install.
Okay,
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
And great job, by the way, you guys. Just continue to you know, do awesome work on these
Yeah.
storms. People don't know how good they have it in this town, I think sometimes, so.
Well,
Appreciate it.
while I'm here,
Uh-oh, you just gave him an
I
opening, Russ.
just,
This weekend's gonna be cold, so.
I just wanted,
I thought we had gavelled out.
this last storm that we had a problem with, the truck 6, 2006 truck, the, power steering went.
How much is in that capital reserve?
All right,
Did you just say
so,
what?
Not enough to buy a truck.
so we brought it in
I heard
today.
something
Well,
with
actually, the
different-
power steering, there's a gasket in the power steering unit that it, loses all the liquid, the power steering. So, but there's nothing wrong with the unit. So we called Liberty today, we told them what was going on, and they told us we could try to, take it out, and they have a kit that is for that, power steering unit, with gaskets, and it was $281. So what we did today is we took the power steering unit out of the truck, and we pulled it all down, and we're gonna get the kit tomorrow, put it together. So we asked him, what would it cost if this kit doesn't work, what's it gonna cost for the unit? Cause you probably have to have the whole new unit, and it was $2,500.
You
So
guys have a pretty good track
we're
record for
taking
your
the-
home
we-
fixes, though.
We went over and see, Louis over to LCB's, cause he's dealt with them before, and he has taken them apart and he's put them together, and he said that one worked and the other one didn't work, so, he said it's worth a try, so
Okay.
that's what we did, and what
Okay.
we're gonna do tomorrow.
So fingers
And it
crossed.
doesn't look like, we don't have to tear the whole thing apart to replace all the gaskets. We found the gasket that's leaking, and we was able to take that apart and to put it in, so. I think there was 2 gaskets that they saw that it was bad, so that's what we're gonna put back in and put it back
That's
in.
part about having guys that are mechanically inclined.
Okay, let's hope it works.
So-
Keep us posted.
And then, this weekend it's gonna get really cold, so you guys already have a plan for keeping the engines warm so they can start?
They're inside. Those trucks are all inside, so
Okay.
as long as our furnace keeps running, we're good to go.
Worried
Thanks,
about
Wayne.
things gelling up and.
We'll keep
Yeah,
an
it's
eye
supposed
on
to be
it.
very
So
cold.
will.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Daphne. Oh, there's Daphne. Come on up. What do you got for us?
Okay, so a couple things. Let's see, do we wanna start with dog licenses?
I already said, you and I
You already
talked.
said it? Okay, we're done with that. So, I wanted to talk about pay for the ballot clerks at elections. Currently, during the town elections, it's like a per diem of $125. I would like to ask that we change it to hourly. $10 an hour, and the reason for that is I don't think that someone that's there, 4 hours should get the same amount of pay as someone there 16. A lot of these people, they stay the whole time. Not to say that you have to. You certainly don't have to. So you should get the hourly rate. What that would require is filling out a timesheet, making sure that you have your I-9 and W-2.
I think that's reasonable, because I know there were some people who were doing split shifts, half-day shifts, who had childcare issues, and their help was appreciated. But it makes sense that you would sort of
And we
compensate people
did,
for
you
what
know,
they did.
the last couple of elections, we ended up with a lot of people that were sent to us in volunteer positions, which I can appreciate, and if you are really feel strongly about being a volunteer, I don't mind not paying you, that's fine. But if you're gonna be there a couple of hours and, I think your time is worth, $10 an hour. The way I was looking at it is if you're there 12 hours, which quite a few people are, it still kind of works out to the 125. But I don't know how everyone feels about that.
Are you going to tell them when they're needed, or are you going to kind of leave it up to them hey, you can come in for however long you want.
I am going to do both, actually, because there are certain times of the day that we definitely need more people than other times of the day, depending on which election we're talking about. So I think it's, what I have done the last couple of elections is let them tell me when they want to work, and then making sure that I have enough coverage the whole time. So, we'll see.
I don't have a strong preference for it, but I just don't wanna set you up for additional challenges. during
Well,
the
and on a
election.
related note, Daph, one thing that had come up is, last year when I was reading the section of the law, you know, the election law that comes out, and it was talking about how many check-in stations you needed.
Mhm.
And I think if you look at the letter of the recommendations, we are supposed to have more than we do. So the like A through L, you know, the
Yep,
split.
depending on the election
Right.
and how many registered voters you have.
Right.
Yes.
So I wonder, as we talk about changing the pay for these clerks, if we need to talk about, do we have enough? And if we move to the bigger space at Swayze, are we potentially going to have additional check-in, check-out tables?
We are going to, and that's part of
Perfect.
the reason
Okay.
for moving to the bigger facility.
Wonderful, okay,
Yeah.
to allow us to, I think it said ideally you're supposed to have one per like 600 expected voters or something like that. I have to
Again,
look at the fine
it
print.
depends on how many registered voters you have and
Yep.
which election it is.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
because like, as it's been pointed out, there are several elections that are smaller.
Right.
So, and that, we don't have the capacity at the rec center to make any more than what we have. There's no way. So if those elections end up becoming more popular for people to come out to, we're going to have to go back to the school board, in my opinion.
Yep.
Because I also feel like there were a lot of questions that the school board put out that weren't answered before a decision was made.
Okay.
So I would like to possibly
How
look at
many
that.
check-in books are you anticipating having for March?
I'm anticipating 4.
4, great. I think that'll be, because that's where the lines really were, was
Yeah.
check-in, check-out.
But you will find, even with 4, that at 1 o'clock, everyone's gonna be in this line
Yeah.
and everyone's gonna be upset.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the way that it is, so.
Yep. Okay.
But as far as the pay, I would like to be able to do that, and I'm gonna, if you all agree with that, that I would like to send out a letter to anyone that's currently a ballot clerk to find out if they are willing to come in and fill out I-9s and W-2s. I know there are some that feel strongly against it,
Yep.
so.
And will we need to do a reach out for some additional bodies to help? Or you think we're good?
I don't know yet. I've had quite a few people come to me to volunteer,
Oh, great.
so,
Okay.
will volunteer, but I mean, put their
Yep.
name into the pot.
Okay, perfect. I
Yes.
think I heard a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Sure, I'll second it.
Okay. Roll call vote. Andy?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Russ?
Aye.
And I'm an aye, so you're good to go.
Rock on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Was that the only issue, Daph? Did she say she had several?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Just have a legal update for non-public.
All right. Any other board updates? Just go around. Russ?
Last night at BudCom, I have several members of the committee here to correct me, but, just FYI, what is it, the deliberative session, is that what you call it, on February 9th?
That's correct.
Okay.
That's the public hearing.
Public hearing,
Public hearing.
6 PM at the BRC, February 9th.
Okay.
Correct? Mr. Chairman is sitting in the audience. And then, I think Letty mentioned the co-op deliberative session, this Sunday, at 2 PM at Swayze.
At Swayze?
No, darn it.
You were very close,
Not close enough. Thank you. At EHS.
because they're SB2, so theirs is a deliberative
Right,
session.
right, right. I think that's it for me.
John?
Next Economic Development Committee meeting is scheduled for Monday at 6 o'clock here, town offices. Today, Jillian and I met with the Rockham Economic Development Committee to discuss 2023 priority projects, and we're gonna be working with the committee and our committee and the RADC to submit a priority project or two on behalf of the town of Brentwood. Obviously, we'll keep you all updated on that. We have about 5 or 6 weeks before that happens. We're going to be putting out our first round of postcards to Brentwood businesses. We have that list of about 180 to let them know about the quarterly business breakfast that's going to be upcoming. So it's going to be kind of the first touch on that. And then hopefully, Karen, you and I can discuss the possibility of just kind of doing a repetition of last year where we give a 30-second update on the committee and its activity and the year ahead at town meeting. So yeah,
Okay,
that's what we got.
sounds good. Bob?
We go into non-public, we do have a health officer thing that I have to bring up, and I'm probably gonna ask the chief to stay, since I know there was some engagement from the PD on that also. So, other than that, Conservation Commission meetings next week, I believe.
Andy, any updates from you?
Nothing.
Okay. From a school board perspective, there is a school board meeting next Monday, February 6th. I will not be able to go because I'm solo parenting that week and we have the Exeter High School Chorus concert. Is there anybody that might be interested in going on my behalf? Or I can just watch the video if not.
Which
What
day
time is it?
It's Monday, February 6th. It usually starts at 6 p.m.
I'll be out of town.
Okay.
Will you be here Tuesday?
Yes.
I'd have to look.
I'll do it, that's fine.
You think you might be able to go?
So that's at Swayze?
It's in the Swayze, in the library usually. If you can't, let me know and I can just watch the
Okay.
video after to make sure I stay up to date with what's going on.
Okay.
Okay,
that's fine.
thank you very much, I appreciate it. Any other board issues? Anything else you have for us? Okay, we'll go to public comment. Any public comments? Not seeing any. We do need to go into non-public for legal. I will take a motion.
Make a motion to go in non-public for legal?
Okay. Andy? Vote to go to non-public?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Russ?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. All right. Sounds good. 6:33.
Flying. Chief?
It's not off yet.
Is this a comment on my breath?